Hello everyone, welcome back to the Jessical, and I'm Anshul. And today, I was just going from the trending content, and how can we just forget the game between Topalo and Kasparov held in 1999? That was the greatest game ever in the history of chess. So, without wasting any time, I would like to begin with the game because I got to know that you just hate my intro, so I'm not making it that long. So let's begin with the game. Kasparov was white and Topalo was black. E4 by Garry Kasparov. D6. That D6 was a quite unexpectable move because Topalo always played the Sicilian defense when he was black, but when front of Garry Kasparov he started with Perk defense, Perk with save defense. D4, knight f6, knight c3, g6, bishop e3, bishop g7, queen d2. You can see that there are annotations come in between when there is an error or a better move found, but till now there are no annotations. Just we can just make it out like how perfect both the players are playing. Really awesome. These are the OGs, the good, the actual goods of chess. C6, f3, b5. Wait, like b5, it was not required much earlier. Like castle could have worked better so that he could have stabilized his own king and other pieces quickly, and then he could have went with b5. Like b5, anyways, it must be to capture these both squares. Like if a4 comes, then b4, knight a2, or knight ce2, or and a5, maybe something like that. Knight ge2, knight bd7, bishop h6, trying to break the fianchetto. Like here it would have been better if he would have castled, then takes, and then took it with the king. Like whatever happened, he took the bishop, then with the queen. Like this diagonal is then coming, and this is just restricting his castle. Even queen g7 can come, then it would just lead to the movement of the rook, and then castle wouldn't happen at the king's side, and preferably he won't do on the queen side because he has just opened it with b5 c6 and all. So I think bishop h6, like they are saying it's a better move, but like castle is getting broken, even you can't castle on the queen side, then you have most probably you'll have to keep your king at the center and then you will have to play. But let's see what happened further. Bishop b7, a3, e5, long castles, queen e7, king b1. Okay, stabilizing his own king. A6, giving additional support to this pawn. Knight c1. Hmm. Knight c1. What can be purpose behind this? Like maybe opening this bishop and maybe bringing this knight here and then here and targeting this passive bishop, or even he can play what he can like to defend this square and take this knight in action. So knight c1, a good move, like opening his bishop at the time, even leading to these both moves, targeting the passive bishop. Even it can be a defense square for this. If something arises from here, then this knight can defend, and he can also bring this knight into action. Good move, overall good move. Long castles, like he did it. Like that was the only castle available because in king side it wasn't available. It was restricted by the white queen. Knight b3, c takes d4, rook takes d4. Rook takes d4 is providing just extras attack on that pawn. c5 driving away the rook. Rook d1, knight b6 getting additional support. Oh, not from king, from queen, rook, and queen is also there. G3, like he would, like here he only has this square. If he goes here, then this fork comes. You understand it, I guess. Yeah. And then this would be a very passive, so I better to develop from this side. Knight a5. That's what I said, like targeting this inactive bishop. Bishop a8. Restricting this fork and also preventing from the trade. Bishop h3. d5, trying to open up. Queen f4 check. This can be a risky diagonal for him in future. Like, yeah, it can be a risky diagonal for him. King a7, rook a e1, d4. Yeah, the good move. Like, if he wouldn't have moved the pawn, then e takes d5, leading to a tempo attacking the queen. Also, it would have wasted one move. And also d4 is a good move because it's driving away the strong knight of c3, so that's a good move. Knight d5. Black king appears to be very weak after this position. Like if he takes with knight or anything like bishop, preferably from bishop he won't take because knight c6 is coming. Then a triple fork is generated, like after bishop take d5, he takes d5. Even if queen moves, then knight c6 is coming attacking the rook. So Kasparov easily becomes an exchanger. So he won't take it with bishop. So only has two options. F6 knight is preferable because b6 knight is a defending piece on the black's king side. So f6 knight would be better to take. But he took from b. Topal is just doing inverse of whatever I'm saying. He takes d5, queen d6. Yeah, that's a logical move. Like, first you would like to trade the queens because you have an open castle, and if queens get traded earlier, then it is better for the black itself. So this is a good move, like overall good move. Rook takes d4. He took the pawn. What's happening? Like if I take this, queen takes d4 comes, king b8. Then what happens? What's happening? Let me think. Like there must be some deep planning behind that. I got that. B7, queen b6. Oh, in this way there's a mate. Okay, got that. Got that. Like quite good move. Excellent move. And here the position appears to be minus 0.3, slight better for black after this excellent move. Rook takes d4. It just slipped and became equal. Like offering a free rook, not a free rook, but that free rook may prove fatal in at the end. So good move. C takes d4, rook e7. He took it and rook e7 did come. King b6. If he would have accepted the rook on e7, like he would have taken away the rook, then queen d4 and the same thing which I showed you earlier would have happened. So the c take d4 was blunder. Like it seriously becomes 0.7. And after rook e7 plus 5.4, like this pawn takes was a blunder. So rook e7, better that he didn't take the rook. King b6, queen takes d4, king takes e5, 6.1 plus. Like this, like almost a win. Like you are a rook and a knight down, still you are winning at the position of plus 6.1. That's just amazing. b4, king a4, the only square. Queen c3, preventing the a3 pawn and targeting the mate here. Queen b3, queen takes d5, preventing the mate as well. Rook a7, bishop b7, rook b7, queen c4. Yeah, that's the only thing you can do. Like offer for queen trades. Queen takes f6, took the knight. King. Wait. If you would have played rook d1 here, king b2, queen d4, queen takes, rook takes. Like it's better. Like there isn't any square for like black king to move, and anytime bishop can come here like and can meet him like this. some or the other way. This after moving the pawn like this, some or the other way. But it's better to be having in such a passive position. Like here, he would have lost it a quit later. But anyways, he's Kasparov. We won't challenge. Not Topalov. Queen e6, king b4, c3. Like creating a view path for the black king as well, but also at the same time he's getting his pieces in the position. So that's overall good move. King c3, queen a1, king d2, queen b2, king d1. Like from here, the black king almost come till here, came till here. Bishop f1. You may be thinking it's a free bishop, but that's a big thinking behind it. If he takes, then queen c2, king e1, rook e. That's meet in one. Rook d2. He played rook d7. Rook takes, bishop takes. We always consider that, right? Two bishops are like two rooks are always better than a queen, but here the piece is zero. Like black's king as it is at a high risk. So let's say 2.8 free rook again, but he has a passer, so he didn't resign. Rook d3, queen a8, c3, queen a4 check, king e1, king f4 he pushed to prevent this pawn earlier, which was threatened by this rook. f5, king c1. Yeah, now it's a win. Like no one can promote. Like king is sitting on the file. And rook d2, queen a7, queen g1 is coming. So that's entirely a win. And this way Topalov resigned here, and he has also started attacking the black pawns. So in this way Topalov won. Sorry, not Topalov, Kasparov won, and the legendary game ended. So I hope you like this video, and if you liked it, then please consider to like and subscribe. Also, like we are very near to reach 300 subs, so please help us to reach that goal as well. Till the time, stay tuned to the Chessicle. Thank you and bye.